guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a vegan baked ziti. If you want to learn how to make this recipe, keep on watching. I have 2 bags of vegan cheddar cheese. I have here shown a jar of Prego Farmers Market Classic Marinara, but I'll be using 2. So I know 1 is pictured, but I'll be using 2 jars. Here I have vegan meat. This is from Wegmans, and it's the meatless beef style crumbles made from soy. Here I have 1 pack of vegan mozzarella cheese, and I am using rigatoni. You can use penne, you can use ziti noodles, use whatever noodles your heart desires. I'm using rigatoni. These are the dry ingredients that I'll be using and the oil. So I'm using olive oil, garlic and onion powder. I'm using 1 pack of sazon, rosemary. I'm using Chef Meta's all-purpose seasoning, paprika, crushed red pepper, Italian seasoning, parsley flakes, and black pepper. So preheat your oven at 375 Fahrenheit. The first thing I'm going to do is cook my rigatoni. So I have a pot of water here. I'm going to bring it to a boil. Well, while that's on high heat, I'm going to add some olive oil. And then I'm going to add salt. And I add about 3 tablespoons of salt in my pasta water. So once this comes to a boil, I'll be back. Up to a medium high, which is about 6.5 for my stove. And then I'm gonna add some olive oil to the pan, and we're gonna saute our vegan meat. All right, add your meat. Okay, at this point, we're gonna add all of our spices. Black pepper. This is all to taste. Some paprika. For some salt and extra seasoning, I'm going to be using Chef Meta's all-purpose seasoning. You could check the link in my description to buy Chef Meta seasoning. Check them out. Parsley flakes. Italian seasoning. I'm going to be adding a good amount of this. I'm going to be adding, I want to say about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to be adding a little extra rosemary because I like rosemary, so I'm just going to add this a little bit. And for a little spice, I'm going to be adding some red crushed pepper. This is optional, of course. Onion powder. So because this is a vegan meat, it doesn't have fat or any type of like thing like moisture. So I'm gonna add my own moisture. I'm just gonna add a tablespoon of water. And just saute everything together. Is the sazon, because I like the way that this tastes. It gives it an extra kick. And if your meat dries out again, just keep adding water to it. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more water. Another tablespoon. And just saute this all together. And then the next step is we're going to add our tomato sauce right into this meat so that the vegan meat and tomato sauce can cook together. So I'm going to be using the Classic Marinara Farmers Market by Prego. This is a little on the expensive side, but you can add whatever tomato sauce you want. So I'm going to add the whole thing. Okay, just mix it all together. And then I'm going to add my other sauce. Okay, I'm gonna add my other one. Mix it all together. And this is your meat sauce. This is pretty much your base. So what you're going to want to do is cover this, and we're going to let this simmer for 10 minutes. And while this is simmering, I'm going to add my pasta to the water because it has started to boil. So once my pasta is done, we'll be right back. So here's my meat sauce. It's simmering. I did turn down the fire to a low, but it's right now at 2, and I made sure to cover it. So by the time the pasta is done cooking, this will be done simmering, and then we can put all of our ingredients together in the pan. So we're going to strain our pasta. And I'm going to run cold water on it so it's not extremely hot. And this way we stop the cooking process. Okay, so I'm adding my rigatoni to my pan. And next thing I'm going to do is get my meat sauce. Okay, so as you can see, my meat sauce has been simmering very nicely with my tomato sauce. And I'm going to add this directly into my pan with my noodles. Okay. Adding my meat sauce. And then I'm going to give this a nice stir. So now here comes the fun part, and we're gonna add our cheeses. So I'm going to add 1 whole pack of the shredded cheddar. And then I'm gonna add half of the cheddar and half of the mozzarella, and I'll show you what I'll do with the other half in a second. And so I'm going to mix this up again. Mix, mix, mix. Now I know you're probably, if you're not vegan, you're like, oh, is that cheese even going to melt? Yes, it's gonna melt, and it's gonna melt very creamy and gooey, and it's still just the same texture as regular cheese, just no dairy. Alright, so that's mixed well. We're gonna kind of flatten this out. Nice layer. And then we're going to add a last layer of cheese on top. rest of the cheddar. And this we're just gonna layer on top. We're not gonna mix it. Just layer everything on top. If you want to add more cheese, be my guest. But this is gonna be enough for us. Okay. So I'm gonna add my finishing touch, which is just a little bit of parsley flakes right on top. And I'm going to cover this with aluminum foil. And I'm going to put this in the oven, 375, and I'm going to put this in for 25 minutes. So I'll see you in 25 minutes. All right, so our pasta has been in the oven for 25 minutes. Let's uncover it and see what it looks like. Ooh. All right, and there you have it. I think that this is just perfect for me. The cheese is nicely melted. If you want, you can go back in the oven and start like burning the top, but we like ours really cheesy. So we're gonna leave it just like this. Now we're gonna cut into it, and I'm gonna show you some cheese action.
My God! Wow! Oh my God!
All right, y'all, this is my vegan baked ziti. If you like this recipe, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. I am doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you stay tuned. And also stay tuned for this garlic bread recipe. All right, guys, enjoy. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this recipe, please follow my page at Cooking with Kelly Michelle on Instagram. Make sure to like my video, and if you use my recipe, please tag me in all of your photos and videos. Thanks so much for watching.